Assalamu alaikum viewers, this is your host Muhammad Abdullah. Welcome to the very first episode of Brand by Design, where we try to sit down with founders and entrepreneurs to see how the world of branding and marketing has evolved. आज हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं एक बहुत स्पेशल गेस्ट, मिस्टर अली चुगताई, अ फाउंडर विद एन अनएक्सपेक्टेड स्टोरी. हम बात करने जा रहे हैं डबल शॉट की. Amidst the propagating coffee culture of Lahore, Double Shot has risen up in the trend and emerged as something that's transformative. With 7 current locations, a drive-through that's running from 6 a.m. in the morning to 1 a.m. midnight, and a loyal community that's not just built from influencer marketing but through experience, we can have no better guest than the CEO of Double Shot to join us in today's show. So without any further ado, let's get started. Welcome to the show, sir. कैसे हैं आप?
Thank you so much and really appreciate the introduction. That was really nicely done.
Yes. Sir, सबसे पहले तो मैं थोड़ा सा जानना चाहूँगा कि how has your day been? आप इससे पहले क्या कर रहे थे? Have you been to any of the 7 shops today? And generally, आज का दिन कैसा था आपका?
I've been to 5 of the 7. I wish I had been to all 7, but अब हो नहीं पाता. Though what I do is I divide my day based on what shop needs some immediate redressal, yeah, here at some level what my routine is looking like. A lot of it is haphazard and unplanned, which is good in a way because in disorder I can make sense of how to make order. So usme, for instance, subah 6 baje I was at my Gulberg branch. I made that decision at 5:40 a.m. I'm going to go to the Gulberg branch. So the unpredictability actually ends up leading towards what eventually becomes the method behind the madness. So, आज सुबह 6 बजे जब गया 6:01 में there was a drive-through customer and that made me really happy. That's, even in the depths of winter, which we're about to enter into, where 6 a.m. is very unforgiving, Fajr ki azan hui hoti, it's pitch dark, to still see customers at multiple shops, it's a wonderful feeling. हमारी टीम का आपस में एक motivation का एक आप समझ लें हमने प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया हुआ है कि हमारे सेंट्रल ग्रुप में 6 बजे से पहले जो ऑर्डर्स आते हैं हम उनकी तस्वीर लेके रिसीट दिखाते हैं. So what ends up happening is we get 5 to 6 orders before 6 a.m. because even though 6 a.m. is our starting time, our reporting time is 5:15 a.m. So when we get orders before 6 a.m., those are the ones that really make my day, and it is often off to a great start.
Sir, that sounds like an impressive customer feedback. Like, and I think what's more impressive is how you're dealing with all of it. कैसे आप you're waking up at that time, you're staying on track, और आप उस तरह से तमाम locations को उतना ही passionately deal करना चाह रहे हैं. That's actually very impressive. I'd want to retrack a little. I'd want to talk about your change in careers, how you transitioned across professions. We know that you've previously practiced law, you've served as an advocate in the High Court, you've also been an attorney in New York. हम थोड़ा सा जानना चाहते हैं कि इस law-centric career से how did you actually make the transition and where did the idea for Double Shot actually click?
Yeah, so whenever I'm talking to entrepreneurs, I have this workshop at Double Shot. We've had 74 graduates now where we engage in a coffee making workshop, barista skills from scratch to the last day जहाँ पे हम उनको entrepreneurship की हम advice देते हैं through our experience sharing. So उसमें whatever I tell entrepreneurs is based on my own experiences. So Double Shot was something that came out of a market need within my small community in Kent जहाँ पे मैं grow up किया हूँ. तो Kent is seen as the death graveyard for commercial ventures, or it was at least. And in 2022, I saw this tiny space in Cannes, 2 minutes from my house, where I figured कि इधर एक coffee shop हो सकती है. उससे पहले मेरा coffee के साथ जो experience side was limited. I ended up learning a lot about coffee from 21 to 23 through random experiences. If you've seen that movie Slumdog Millionaire, उसमें जो participant होता है, उसने जो कौन बनेगा करोड़पति शो में होता है, उसने 15 सवाल के जो जवाब देता है. The irony is कि he has been raised in the slums, right? But he's able to answer those 15 questions based on his life experiences from here and there. And my coffee journey is similar in that sense that I plucked out information from here and there, and I was able to open Double Shot based on those random learnings that I got from wonderful people and life cycles, and I'm still learning to this day. So I saw it as an opportunity within the community of Cannes. I started small. It was 4 tables, 350 square feet, and I thought small as well. So it was only seen as an incidental to my law career to the extent कि मैं एक दफा एक छोटी सी shop बनाऊंगा. I'll just see how it goes. But I was only going to take a 2-3 month hiatus, but that hiatus has just basically prolonged to this
Gone
day.
on. So, I mean, is that hiatus still going on? या आप वापस अपने लॉ करियर में किसी भी पॉइंट पे जा सके हैं? How are things right now? आप किस तरह से बैलेंस कर रहे हैं? It's actually all entrepreneur right now.
Yeah, so one thing I do advise to all entrepreneurs through experience is that if you're going to engage in something that is meaningful to you, or if you want to pursue it, you got to suspend everything else. So I did that for my law career. That was the case when I started, and that is the case to this day. So I cannot do an assignment or do it justice because Double Shot is on my mind 24/7. So what I do is I delegate. I would be lying to you if I said I was a full-fledged lawyer. I would be lying to you if I said I do part-time assignments. I delegate. I have my mind and still passion for law, just कि मैं एक तरह से for intellectual stimulation में कभी-कभी legal advice देता हूँ regarding competition law and insurance law, but that's it, right? Like I don't make commitments on my legal front because Double Shot is actually where my heart and mind is. So what I always tell entrepreneurs is that if you're actually wanting to pursue something, you should be divorced from other professional facets of your life at
Engagements.
least.
Right. That definitely makes sense. I mean, this is a full-time career, and you mentioned going to all of those shops in a single day, visiting them all. So, I mean, that's a lot of commitment, and that on its own is a whole thing to manage. So, मैं थोड़ा सा retract करना चाहूँगा. I'd actually want to see कि आपने बात की, you concentrated all of those experiences, you looked around, you experienced a lot of things, and then you concentrated all of that into that first shop. Of course, while opening that shop, you had to make certain branding choices. आपको सोचना पड़ा होगा कि मैंने किस तरह का aesthetic रखना है in the shop. What sort of social media do I want? And generally, even the color of the logo maybe. So generally, we can see reviews from the people that the branding choices that Double Shot has made, they are very calming. That's a very decent aesthetic that gives them the sense that welcomes them into the shop essentially. तो आप इसके बारे में थोड़ी सी बात कर सकते हैं कि क्या इंस्पिरेशन थी behind these branding choices and why did you actually choose such exact things?
It's a great question, and what I tell entrepreneurs it takes a village. I had the acumen and hard-working capacity to be able to develop a product and at some level service based on my own customer experiences growing up and what I thought would be good customer service regarding constant availability of product, service, and consistency in terms of procurement of the same. But in terms of aesthetics and vibe, मैंने जो original design बनाया था Double Shot का, I do this at my workshops as well. I show pictures of what the original design was. It was unimaginative black and white, just like my law career is in black and white. Everyone should dress in black and white. So coffee shop should be black and white. So my interior designer / architect, I guess she felt a little bit of pity for me. तो उन्होंने ये design बनाया Double Shot का in terms of having a minimally invasive kind of branding which you identified, aesthetically pleasing. And what it inadvertently ended up doing was it made the space feel very generation agnostic. So by having very calming, muted colors without much happening in the design and within the shop, you're able to actually welcome everyone. And that is something that I have strived for since the first day. So it's not the kind of space where you will have gig nights. It's not the kind of space where you will have graffiti. It's not the kind of space where you will have vibe videos or themes that are based on current happenings and social media trends. And those are fine, by the way. Those are great for different brands. But for us, I think not doing it, the omission is actually the commission in the sense that it has made a very particular kind of welcoming space for all. So जब मुझे एक 16 साल की बच्ची और एक अलग टेबल पे एक 60 साल के अंकल नजर आते हैं इकट्ठे, like not इकट्ठे but बैठे होते हैं, but it just makes me very happy that they're both equally comfortable in that space. And my litmus test is कि for instance if जैन भाई जो कि सुबह कैंट 7:30 बजे आते हैं और फिर शाम 6:30 बजे आते हैं अपनी 2 कोर्टाडोज के लिए before and after work, he should never feel when he walks into the shop okay, oh my God, you know what? This space isn't what it used to be. I don't feel so welcome anymore. He is my litmus test on whether this coffee shop will survive.
That's amazing. That's definitely amazing. I mean, you're aspiring to keep the coffee shop open to such a broader range of people. And actually seeing how you're so open to welcoming them. You talked about welcoming people from all across generations. You talked about in the start how seeing people punch in those orders right before 6 a.m., how that gives you that sort of motivation to go into the day. मेरे ख्याल से that's something all founders need to aspire of. And what would you actually say कि ये जो customer centric motivation है, how has it actually helped you in this journey of yours across the last 2 years?
Big time. Growing up in Pakistan, I think हम सब ने एक चीज हमेशा से देखी. I'll narrate it through two particular experiences. एक तो अगर कोई शॉप ने सुबह के 11 बजे खोलना है, it's a retail store, right? Would you ever think of yourself going there at 11 a.m.?
Not really. I mean, that
Why?
would be because no retail shop would essentially be, not a lot of them would essentially be open at that time.
Or if they even say that they're open at that time, you feel कि at some level अगर मैं 11 बजे exact जाऊंगा, they will be getting ready, or you'd feel like you're violating their space, right?
Okay.
So my concept was driven around the idea of being ready before time. Like if we welcome someone at home, it's not like कि जो हमने time दिया हुआ है उस वक्त अगर वो आ रहे हो तो हम तैयार हो रहे होंगे, right? It's the same concept that applies to hospitality. And number two being कि how many times growing up in Pakistan जब आपने किसी प्रोडक्ट को बाय करना हो या एक्सपीरियंस करना हो तो आपको सुनने को मिलता है कि जी आज शॉर्ट है या आज अवेलेबल नहीं है. So that was a huge pet peeve of mine. So when Double Shot started, I went through that journey where some very unique products and offerings that I had were not being able to be consistently procured. And that's when I made a very serious decision. Okay, in order to be a serious business, I have to make sure that I have my own channels whereby all the procurements are readily available and all the shops subsequent jab khulna shuru hui, they can impart that same experience. So at Kant or Bahariya town at 5:45 a.m. on a Wednesday morning, you will be able to get an iced latte in oat milk, decaf, sugar-free vanilla syrup. And if you cannot get it, then Double Shot has failed.
Sir, the way you were able to lay out those details regarding the coffee, the exact specific order, I mean, that really shows that you're passionate about the coffee craft itself. थोड़ा सा मैं अब स्टीयर करना चाहूँगा कॉन्वर्सेशन टू दैट एंड, जहाँ पे मैं जानना चाहूँगा कि हाउ एग्जैक्टली हैज सोर्सिंग एंड रोस्टिंग प्रोसेसेस बीन फॉर यू. आप उसको किस तरह से मैनेज कर रहे हैं, व्हाट आर योर टेक्स ऑन इट, बिकॉज ऑफ कोर्स यू आर द एक्सपर्ट ओवर हियर. सबसे पहले रिगार्डिंग सोर्सिंग, I mean, there are multiple locations where coffee beans can be sourced from. There's South America, there's Southern Africa, there's Indonesia. There's countries like these where there are more moderate climates. How do these variations affect the flavor profiles of coffee beans firstly? और आप किस तरह से exactly choose करते हैं कि ठीक है, we need this location for ourselves?
Yeah, so first of all, I would say from an entrepreneur lens, you always invest in people. Not products and not ideas. What do I mean by that? For instance, जब हमने Double Shot शुरू करनी थी उससे पहले I got in touch with a roaster who was going to give me, a roaster means basically someone जो कि इन ममालिक जिनकी आपने बात की उधर से वो beans लेके आते हैं unroasted, पाकिस्तान में आके वो रोस्ट करते हैं और रोस्ट होने के महीने तक आप इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. Between the 7th day to the 28th day is the sweetest spot where you basically what they call freshly roasted beans. तो आप इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं.
Right.
So in 2023 or 2022, the landscape was different. I mean, up you have so many options, which is great. उस वक्त 2-3 vertically integrated entities थी जो कि sourcing भी करती थी, roasting भी करती थी. So the entity that I started with, unfortunately, did not work out with them. So I was honestly left with like very few choices. So I went to this entity in Karachi. So they gave me suggestions initially जब मेरा तजुर्बा इतना नहीं था कि आप इस एरिया से सोर्स करें बीन्स अपने, हम आपको रोस्ट करके देंगे. And you know, at that point in time I was very vulnerable because I hadn't started a shop yet. I did not have a machine. I did not know these finer details. So that person and that entity guided me through that process. Or at the end of the day, like long story short, what happened was कि जब उन्होंने मुझे सारी machine और beans के sample और सारी चीजें provide की, and I got that dreaded invoice, I looked at it and they had only charged me for the machine and nothing else. So that just showed that entity, Nomad, they saw me in a vulnerable position, but they didn't take advantage of it. They were paying it forward. So that really, really kickstarted Double Shot because it was founded by not only just me, but it takes a village. So good people end up enabling you to make better decisions. So I'm very grateful to them. And now, 80% of our beans are sourced through Nomad. And we did a training yesterday where we had someone from Texas A&M in Houston come in and train our local baristas. And, it was a very interesting session. वो अंग्रेजी में बात करें, and I'm translating and explaining the concepts in Urdu. So we've come a long way in terms of identifying कि मिल्क बेस्ड ड्रिंक्स में कौन सी एस्प्रेसो बेहतर होती है, कौन सा रीजन बेहतर होता है. Brazil is usually seen as that, and we didn't know that before. Guatemala is basically a region where you can source good coffee, which is water based, which is not infused with milk because it's in a higher altitude, और उसका जायका जो होता है ज़्यादा acidic होता है. These are all details, honestly, that I learned on the go as Double Shot progressed. It's a very different product and service to what it was 2.5 years ago. But what I say to that is perfection is the enemy of progress. So you have to start, you learn on the go, you learn through practice and trials and failures. But now there's so much data and literature that can help, which I did not have 2.5 years ago. And that's what my workshop actually does. That in 4-day period, I'm able to teach everyone what I learned in 4 or 5 years. Maqsad, ke I want everyone to feel that they're privileged enough in this country where unfortunately everything is so guarded. I've opened the floodgates. So there's plenty of literature available. Chahe main aap bhi hu, koi aur bhi ho. There's a lot of established science now कि आपको कहाँ से कॉफ़ी बीन्स लेने चाहिए. और अब तो इतने ज़्यादा रोस्टर्स आ गए and everyone's trying to prove a good point that they're competent. It's a great time to be in the coffee industry, provided that you're doing it for the right reason, right? So like I originally said, I started because there was a market need in my small community, and there was innovation in what I was providing in terms of 6 a.m. calorie counted menu and fast turnaround time. But if you're doing it because you're bored, you need a side hustle, or if you're angry at someone and aap vengeance ke taur pe kar rahe hain, those are not going to last as reasons. I know that didn't particularly answer your question, but I hope it honed it in.
No, that definitely. Those are some very interesting ideas. I mean, you talked about how different other people came around and they actually pushed the access of Double Shot up, and then how actually you get support from your network, how there's more research available now, how it's actually the perfect time to be in the industry nowadays. So those are some very interesting ideas. I'd actually like to take a step back and talk about the roasting process. I mean, there's a technicality where the roasting place needs to actually be close to where the coffee is actually being made. So regarding this technicality, how are you dealing with the logistics of this in particular?
So we exist in a world, even in Pakistan, jahan pe if you are to start a coffee shop, you don't have to be a roaster. So our roaster Nomad ends up taking care of that part of the business. But the main logistics ये हैं कि आपको आइडियली बीन्स वो लेने चाहिए जो कि ऑब्वियसली उन पर्टिकुलर कंट्रीज से आए जहाँ पे वो कॉफ़ी बीन्स का वो टेस्ट प्रोफाइल बनता है आपके मेन्यू के मुताबिक. बट रोस्ट आपके लोकेशन से करीब तर हो तो बेहतर है. Meaning that once they're roasted, they're a very precious commodity. They cannot be subject to a lot of air pressure. They cannot be subject to a lot of condensation. So ideally, you want the transit time to be less. Ideally, area to be less as well. So 25% of our beans are roasted in Lahore. And when I say roasted in Lahore, they're roasted by my collaborators. So there are two ways of roasting. Roasting is basically you're cooking and heating the beans, right, at a particular temperature for a particular amount of time. Light roast hota hai, medium roast hota hai, dark roast hota hai. हमने जो roasting के level अपने suppliers, roasters को recommend किया है, it is on the medium side. Medium के भी अगर 3 layers हो तो medium dark के बीच में, because Lahori palate is erring towards the side of wanting their coffee to be a little bit on the stronger side. Islamabad में आपको perhaps medium light roast करना पड़ेगा, Karachi में towards the darker side. So these are all tools that you can play with, right? And if you're a coffee entrepreneur, if you want to start a coffee shop, you don't necessarily have to know the ins and outs of roasting. Yeah, there are particular dynamics regarding it, but even I, as a coffee shop owner, do not actually know the exact particularities of it, and that's fine.
That's fine. That's completely fine. And you've been saying that there's a lot of innovation in the process. I mean, I can definitely see that it's a very dynamic process. You've been evolving, the process has been evolving. So, ये जो innovation करने वाला phase, I'm sure it would be present somewhere in your marketing as well, where we can see that you have not been relying on influencer marketing at all. You've just been focusing on your organic growth. So, how has that been going? And why did you particularly make this choice for your marketing schemes, for your marketing strategies?
I feel like the consumer has become more aware and nuanced in their approach towards knowing where to go. And I just feel like उर्दू में जैसे कहते हैं ना, नीचे से ऊपर जाना आसान है, ऊपर से नीचे आना मुश्किल है. So I feel like any kind of influencer marketing or injection of capital or hype that can provide a temporary boost, but at the end of the day, your quality is determined or your sustainability is determined by your product and service. So I did not actually have the time to think about कि oh मैं ABC लोगों को बुलाऊं. Having grown up in Lahore, I was privileged enough कि I knew enough people to the extent कि there was a good word of mouth within that tiny 4-table shop कि लोग आए. But because I started small, I didn't inject too much capital in the sense कि I wasn't worried कि ROI इसका immediately कितना आना चाहिए. I was not worried कि अगर इतने लोग ना आए पहले महीने में तो ये कॉफ़ी शॉप अपने आप को sustain नहीं कर सकती. So that's how I actually organically ended up staying away from influencer marketing because I was not so worried about कि कौन लोग आ रहे हैं, कितनी कॉफ़ीज जाएंगी. I was more focused on the product and experience. और वो accidentally, inadvertently ended up creating a great product and service. Or because the start was so good, I never had to resort to it for opening subsequent branches. और जो जितनी भी open हुई हैं, naturally, organically with time hui hai. It took a year, which is a long time within our very young journey for us to transition from 1 to 2 branches, right? So it happened after many people said okay, you need to open a second location here, and it wasn't so data driven, it was gut driven. So it still is to a large extent.
Right, that makes sense. तो आपने बात की कि when you started off, you were not concerned about the exact outcomes. You were more focused on your vision that you wanted to accomplish. Of course, at the very start, there would have been some troubles, some difficulties. You definitely did receive a lot of help. You had the passion to push through. लेकिन वो क्या challenges थे जो आपने शुरू में face किए? And as you scaled on, as you moved on to 7 locations, to opening 7 locations, how did these challenges evolve and what new challenges emerged? I'd actually like to see how you were challenged in this entire journey.
Yeah, big time. I think first location का सबसे बड़ा challenge जो था, it was understanding about ourselves. Why are we doing what we're doing? Are we doing it so we can kind of just replicate the same experience over and over again, or do we try to up the ante? So 1-2 महीने जब हो गए कॉफी शॉप को खुले हुए और आहिस्ता आहिस्ता रीच थोड़ी सी बढ़ रही थी, I think I did not consciously make this decision in the sense ke within the context of ke oh, what happens if I become stagnant, or what happens if this like trajectory does not stay up. But I reinvented immediately in the sense कि हमारी एक Honda Civic of machines थी. I love calling it that. So I said, why don't I transition to a Mercedes-Benz of machine? I had enough savings from the first 2 months to be able to make that transition. So I never got comfortable enough. And there were days in which I thought that if I were to get comfortable enough, I would lose sight of what was going on. So as much as I hate saying this, I genuinely and endearingly mean the fact that we did not face a lot of obstacles. It was the perfect storm क्योंकि इतनी छोटी shop थी और इतना defined setup था, which was so coffee centric. We actually did not face a lot of obstacles. It was just rooted in a lot of positivity. और जो growth हुई, because I think people are so fixated on कि oh, scalability क्या होनी चाहिए कि they lose sight of what's going on. Our scalability was very, very conservative. I mean, ठीक है, तीसरी से चौथी से पांचवी and so on was a bit more aggressive, but we recruited people monthly. And all the leaders in our company started as baristas. We have not hired any person out from outside जिसको हमने एक superior position दिया है. So what has helped is building leaders from within. And a huge part of it has to do with the fact that at some level, I'm able to lead by example because I show up every day, I'm working in the back station. So we're making leaders on the fly. The biggest obstacle right now is maintaining that really heightened sense of expectation from customers. Yes, today it is a bit tougher because you've scaled up so much, and I'm not, I don't have a flying cape that I can go to a relocation. So we're developing systems very strongly. But the law of averages, as I see it, has this variable. Okay, out of every 100 coffees you give, 3 to 4 will not turn out the way you want them to, and customers will be dissatisfied. So I don't want to be that cautionary tale जिस तरह बाकी सारे brands or projects हो चुके हैं. So we are constantly obsessing towards how do we make our SOPs even more stringent, how do we make our product even more consistent. Innovation चल रही है अपनी जगह, but at the core of it all, massive investment in trainings and listening to my team every single day, because the last thing I want is to get complacent. And I, as quote unquote decent a person as I am, I can lose it if we don't get the essentials right. For instance, अभी मैं 1.5 घंटा पहले बैरियटॉन वाली ब्रांच में गया और customers order कर रहे थे, and I saw my branch manager in the back sitting on the stool. I said, why are you not in the front where the action is? This is peak time. So the whole idea being that yes, there are a lot of challenges in terms of service and product. Product can be in the form of कि अगर मैंने extraction की भी इतनी करने को, तो मैं देखूं मेरा team member जो है उसने उसकी बुरी extraction निकली और फिर भी उससे coffee बना ली है. So it will always be imperfect in that sense, but the identification of imperfection and the constant work around it is, I think, what will make this last.
Perfect. That makes sense. To sum it all up, I'd like to sum it all up in 3 variables. Essentially, having the thought, having the team, and then having the passion. That is basically what drove you past these challenges. Having the team, यानी कि आपके पास वो team थी that was to collaborate with you, the passion that you already had, and then the thought, okay, no matter what, we are going to push past this and we have to get started with this. I think those are really interesting ideas. थोड़ा सा मैं बात करना चाहूँगा about the future. You mentioned that you've started to define certain systems. You've started to make the systems more stringent. किस तरीके से आप envision करें कि अगले 5 साल of Double Shot, how are they going to evolve? Maybe new locations, maybe expanding the menu, maybe some more changes. Are you actually even planning on maybe going back to your legal profession more? So how are the next 5 years looking for you and Double Shot as well? So, yeah.
I see it as an opportunity of a lifetime. Not many people are granted this opportunity. And I say this to my core team as well. Okay, what we are faced with and what we are having to deal with is something that is so integral and massive within not only the context of Pakistan, but perhaps the world. Okay, we can actually make something unprecedented happen. I am not excited about the idea कि हम छोटे-छोटे pop-up stores खोलें, shops within shops, corporate towers. That doesn't excite me. What excites me is flagship locations. Perhaps 2 to 3 to cover an entire city. Pakistan is huge. Lahore is big. There's so much potential within our own country to be able to replicate this and to make it consistent. So that's why we're obsessing over systems, SOPs, and equipment. And that will always be the triumph card, right? At the end of the day, 3 years from now, just हम discuss कर रहे थे, there should be a Double Shot in Sahiwal. And a person should walk in at 5:45 a.m. and get that same drink. So that's the motto of Double Shot. A lot of what our identity is rooted in the idea of sometimes predictability is the best thing you can seek for and desire for. As long as our core product is strong and remains strong, I think that is what will keep this enterprise sustainable. And the biggest IP for it is hard work. Like if I am still working just as hard a few years from now, and it doesn't have to be through coming in at 6 a.m. every day, but if I'm still as invested in the product and service, listened to my team and invested in expansion, then it has a long way to go. And I think coffee in general, forget Double Shot for a second, coffee, local coffee chains का इतना बड़ा रोल हो सकता है, not only in terms of like retail, but अभी हम घर में Davidoff इस्तेमाल करते हैं, Nescafe इस्तेमाल करते हैं. Why shouldn't it be local coffee powders? Why can't our cans be available in retail shops and Alfatas? Why can't coffee become a as big a staple as chai is. It can come in so many shapes and forms. So there is a whole lot of uncharted territory. And I think within the context of Pakistan and abroad, I feel like it's my responsibility that down the line we expand Double Shot to areas beyond Pakistan, because nothing would make me happier than people going to a coffee shop and incidentally finding out that, oh, it's a Pakistani brand.
This has roots in Pakistan. That's an impressive vision. I mean, I'm amazed. That's actually really inspiring for other entrepreneurs to see कि कोई इस तरह की vision भी है to actually maintain that quality while also expanding in such a broader sense. So that's really impressive. Before we wrap up today's podcast, I'd like to engage in a segment that we wish to do with all of the guests that we have over here. So you're running Double Shot. You've been running Double Shot for over 2 years now. If you would want to imagine Double Shot to be a person, how would they behave? What would their personality be? किस तरह से वो दिखेंगे? How would their appearance be? Generally, I want you to describe कि अगर Double Shot would be a person, how would they be like?
Great question. They'd be super kind, always available, very punctual, and they would let you mind your business the moment you've interacted with them.
I think, sir, that fits your description as well. I mean, you're super kind, and from your experiences, I mean, I can definitely see that you're working hard, you're putting in the hours. So I think Double Shot में थोड़ी बहुत जो झलक है वो आपकी झलक है, the vision that you've put into, and I think that's actually coming on to the front as well. मेरा आखिरी सवाल आपसे यही होगा कि of course this podcast, this episode will be viewed by people, by students who want to push such entrepreneurial ventures themselves as well. What would your message to them be? What would your key takeaway be on branding and marketing? क्या ऐसी बात है जो आप उन्हें बताना चाहते हैं जो शायद आप भी जानना चाहते हो 3 years back from now?
Start small, have a tinier space, whatever project that you're launching. Don't inject too much capital. Use your initial months to find out more about your experiences, gather data, and do not worry about कितने लोग आ रहे, कितने लोग खरीद रहे हैं चीज. Start small because you don't want to induce pressure and anxiety upon yourself, because this country has way too many people with too much confidence and ambition, and that scares me personally. I would want that whenever an entrepreneur is starting a project, they're not so petrified by the idea कि अगर मैंने ABC ना किया return में, ROI में, तो मेरा project fail कर जाएगा. So start small, even think small. And I know it sounds very weird, but if you think small and if you just live in the moment, you might be able to do your product and service justice that way. So, and surround yourself with positive people. Anyone who tells you cannot do anything, no matter what it is, coffee shops, like it can be anything, right? Like pursuing a litigation career as a 24-year-old woman, and people tell you, you cannot go to courts. Just listen to positive people, because there are plenty of people, if you surround yourselves with the right people, who will tell you, yes, you can. So
You can.
surround yourself with positive people. There's nothing like emotional support.
That's a lovely message. I mean, you would hear a lot of people say कि think big, you have to scale. Lekin the contradictory message कि think small, I think that gives the grounded reality that a lot of founders and a lot of entrepreneurs need right now. They need this message within their entrepreneurs, whatever they're doing. That was a lovely message. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. I believe कि आज की हमारी ये podcast viewers के लिए भी उतनी ही insightful हुई होगी as it was for me, and they enjoyed it as well. And we will definitely be coming back to you with more episodes to delve further into the world of entrepreneurship. Once again, thank you very much for your time, sir.
Thank you so much, and you were absolutely lovely. Great questions, and best of luck to you as well.
Thank you, sir. That makes me really happy. तब के लिए आप सब viewers का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, and तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़. Take care.